Hello everybody, welcome to the Sound Test Room. Today we are taking a look at AudioThing's Philicorda, which has just had an epic new update. So, you now have a deeper vibrato control, so you can also set the reverb to just the right channel, so reverb right only. That, turn that down. But the most exciting update is the ability to now tune the oscillators, and you also have oversampling added to the overdrive as well. So oscillator tuning, we click on this and now you have control over all the tuning in the oscillator and then some ways to adjust this as well. So for example, this C, let's go into just looking at the keys a minute. So if I play this C3 here, now this is spread across the keyboard. If I tune this C all the way up, which will be one semitone, and I play a C sharp here, you'll see it's the same as this C now. So you can tune them individually up or down a semitone, right, or anywhere in between. Let's just reset that by double tapping it. Okay, if we close the keyboard just a sec, you have different things. Now you can switch this on and then it will be applied to global settings. So each patch will follow whatever you've had this tuned to, okay? Then you have kind of a fine tune for the whole thing. You have a reset if you've messed it up. Now this random amount, right, if this random is turned all the way to 0 and we click it, you're going to randomize nothing. So as soon as we start to turn this up, so 13% now, you'll see some slight movement. And it'll be very subtle, but it won't be in tune. Let's just change the sound up a little bit here. Let's get a bit brighter. Let's add a little bit of reverb. So you have attack and release as well, which obviously you didn't have on the original. But this has always been here. Leakage. These are very subtle effects. Key clicking. So let's carry on looking at our oscillator tunings. Right, so the amount, again, if you whack this up to 100% and hit random, it's going to be bonkers. Now, if you know your stuff when it comes to microtonal tunings, that's hard to say. Microtonal tunings, you can program your Philicorda now to reflect any scale you like. Randomize it again. Reset. Just randomize a couple, of course, maybe just to pick out a few notes here and there. Reset. We also have drift, right? So if I hold a note and drive the drift up, the rate will be very slow. Let's put the rate somewhere. Now this will kind of emulate if the organ was getting old, or it maybe needed tuning or repairing, or there was dirt in. You get the idea, right? It's extreme. You can go even more extreme. You turn the rate up and the drift amount to 100%. And we haven't even detuned the oscillators. If we go bonkers and detune these, well, it's just going to be unplayable. Unless, of course, that's the kind of mad kind of vibe you're going for. To be fair, I'd probably use that. Okay, let's reset this. Boink, like that. Our drift rate, of course, speeds up the... Well, we'll hear it now. Now, subtle amounts of everything, maybe even less than that, maybe 8%, and let's randomize. See, tiny movement now, and you're going to get a very... very realistic sound. Now, if you also switch on the speakers emulation, of course, it's going to get even better. Bit of overdrive, so adding a bit of grit in there. That's a spring reverb, so... It's the progster's best friend. Now we can also turn any of these sounds into a pad, which of course you can't do with the original hardware. It's put a load of reverb up here. It's a little bit more vibrato, but slow the rate down. Let's whack the attack right up and the release up as well. Don't need any key clicking for this. Turn the bias down. The bias is adding a little bit of top end as far as I can hear. Not sure what the leakage is doing, but let's put it up there anyway. And yeah, let's play a chord. Now you've got a really nice kind of lush, in fact, actually we take some of the top end out of there. Okay, so that sounds really quite nice. I am, of course, demonstrating this in Cubasis, as you can see. However, of course, it's AUV3, so it'll work in anything that will support AUV3, which is almost everything nowadays. Now, if let's overdrive it extreme. That's a really nice pad sound now. You can also, I think there's a setting in here somewhere to limit the range. Yeah, keyboard original range. So this will limit, let's have a look at our keyboard. In fact, let's turn our distortion down and our attack and our release as well, and our reverb a bit. So let's have a look at our keyboard. So obviously the original range of the organ wouldn't have been across the entire width of an 88 note keyboard. So you can limit this range. So let's just find out where we're at. So obviously there, but anything below that, as you can see, is not. Let's open this right out so we can see where's we're at. So there. So at D5, that would be the range. So from C5 down to C1, I'm guessing. Yeah. So on the original, you had 1, 2, 3, 4 octave range on that organ. Just in case you wanted to become kind of super authentic to the original instrument while you were recording your tracks. It's brilliant, really. To be fair, they put a real amount of thought and effort into this. You can, of course, hit your randomize. But, you know, you never know what you're going to come up with, do you? Let's try again. And then you have a load of presets that you can play with. You can do the randomization and lock parameters, of course. But I am really impressed with the oscillator tunings. And I don't think they randomize, so that's a good thing, right? Because you can then go in and, you know, set these how you wish. Get some really interesting results, actually. You can you double tap to reset? Yeah, you can. Double tap to reset or just reset the whole thing here. Guys, anyway, there you go. Philicorda from AudioThing. Lovely. Love this new setting. I love it so much. I'm going to screenshot that so I can use that for the thumbnail for the video. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Please consider becoming a Patreon and all of the cool stuff you can do to help support me and Joe here at the Sound Test Room. It is very much appreciated. I will see you later. Ta-ra, Philicorda. Awesome stuff. Do like the distortion.